What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about karma. I think I'm really excited for this topic. As I promised, on Monday, Wednesdays, I'll be talking about astrology, and Fridays, I'll be just picking a random topic on spirituality or philosophy and make it more practical so that you can use it in your daily life, solve certain problems, or maybe it can help solve a problem in the whole society. I hope so. So yeah, let's get into it. Karma. I have like a lot of deep emotions about this concept because I was raised in a religious family, a traditional Muslim family, and I had a strong belief. And first time I heard about karma is basically like I was doing everything right. I was devoted to God and doing all the good things, but bad things keep happening to me and it just doesn't make sense. And the only way to explain it is karma, like, oh, I might have done something bad in the past and I'm paying for it. I'm paying the karmic debt in this life. And that was the only explanation that I could live with myself, or I would go crazy. Like, I don't understand. I think that's the majority of our concept about karma. Like, if you do something bad, you're just going to pay for it. There's a consequence, or you do something good and you get the reward. Like, I think that's the traditional way of people understanding this concept. And but when it comes to like good things happen to bad people, bad things happen to good people, this concept kind of falls apart. The foundation is not very strong. And recently I came across this concept in astrology, and the explanation of karma really made sense to me or resonated with me. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And just disclaimer, if you resonate with it, makes sense to you and helps you improve certain area of your life, that's great. If it does not resonate and makes no sense to you, that's okay too. I learned the hard way to respect other people's truths and their opinion. So yeah, whatever you take away from this video, that's totally okay. There's no right or wrong way. So let's get into it. What's karma in astrology, especially in evolutionary astrology? Because certain astrologies, they believe that you can't change karma, you just have to live through it. But astrology, I learned evolutionary astrology, actually you can change anything in your life. It's more positive and empowering. So I rather to believe something more positive and empowering than something negative and puts you down. So in evolutionary astrology, basically karma explained as a belief system charged with emotions. Basically, you believe in certain things and you have so much emotion around it and you're not willing to let go. That's why your karmic story is always buried in your Pluto sign and your nodal axis, North Node and South Node. I'll explain it shortly how that's gonna relate to your karmic story in your life. So if we give an example, let's say you have a belief. Let's say you believe, because a lot of our beliefs comes from our conditioning, the society, our parents, maybe even past life conditioning, how you lived your life, and then you form certain beliefs, and then you're living out of that belief automatically without even realizing it. So let's say society teaches us like love is like you have this perfect soulmate out there and love can last forever. And then you always believe in this, like, yes, love will last forever. And then you have your first boyfriend or girlfriend or partner, and you guys break up after a couple months or a year, and then you will have a heartbreak. And then because your beliefs are charged with so much emotion, and something happens against this belief and it just traumatizes you, and you thought like love's supposed to last forever, love's supposed to like love you for who you are, but that person didn't love your flaws. They pick on you. There's like, oh, you have this habits, I don't like it, so I'm just gonna dump you. And then you're so disappointed in that relationship or disappointed with love, so you're gonna shut off your heart or like no longer trust anyone anymore. Or I would not expect this in the next relationship, or I'm not gonna fully invested in this relationship anymore because they're gonna leave me anyway. So it's all coming from your belief system. And and if I use another example, let's say you have a belief of people out there to get you. Let's say maybe your past lifetime, you experienced so much like people just mean to you, hurtful to you, and you're traumatized. And now you have the subconscious belief of, okay, people out there to get me, hurt me, lie to me. Or you got that from this lifetime and early childhood of your life, or your parents taught you that, like maybe your parents experienced really hardship in their life and always screwed over by others, and they pass you this belief systems like, hey, you better watch out for yourself, nobody cares about you, you have to, rely on yourself, and everyone out there, like, they're not trustworthy until they prove themselves to be, and everyone is out there to get you, so you have to fend for yourself. So you grew up with this belief system, and every stimulus situation, anything happens in your life, you react from this belief system like, okay, this person, what's their motive, like let me test them first, make sure they're not there to get me, lie to me, or take advantage of me. Until they're proven to be innocent, then I'm just gonna suspect them, I'm not gonna fully believe in them. So that's how it's gonna play out in your day-to-day life. Your karma plays out that sort of way. And from evolutionary astrology perspective, life is our premium guru. Life is out there to teach us, work on our distorted beliefs, because any belief which is not true is distorted belief. And your soul is here to resolve that karma or resolve that distorted belief, let go or release, so you can be in full, like you can immerse yourself in unconditional love and a compassion. That's your true nature. Any sort of belief system that takes you away from this natural default state of unconditional love and compassion, it is distorted and it needs to be corrected. So life is going to put you in that situation to let your unconscious beliefs come up to surface so you can see and you can change it, because we can't really change what we don't know. So in that case, life is your ally, and it's just bringing up those unconscious beliefs in front of you, like, hey, do you see that? If you change it, your life will be so much happier and joyful and peaceful. Or else I'm just going to keep bringing it to you until you realize it. So if you feel like some sort of repeated pattern or theme keep happening in your life and you don't know why, and you feel like God hates you or universe is out there to get you, and you have this tragedy after tragedy and having a relationship with bad people after bad people, and you being lied to, betrayed, like any repeated theme in your life, and you feel like life just against you, just rethink about that. Think about twice. Life is trying to help you. It's like, hey, your belief system is making you feel this way, and that's why I'm keep bringing it to you until you realize you change it. This is going to keep happening to you because you are vibrationally matched to those events. that's how the law of attraction works. A lot of people use law of attraction for making more money, and I'm attracted to wealth, but law of attraction is intended to bring up our shadow self in front of us, whatever in our reality. That means our vibration is matched to that situation. If you're not happy with it, change your belief system. When your belief system changes, your vibration changes, and you stop attracting those people. I have seen a lot of posts like people like, oh, why I'm like keep attracting narcissists in my life, because there's something in you vibrating that level, and you're finding yourself being attracted to them. And when you're no longer in that state, when a narcissist comes to you, you are repelled by their energy. You don't want to be with them because your vibration is mismatched. So it's not just that they're terrible people and you're a victim, it's that there's something in you is distorted. You need to work on that. And anyways, let's bring this back to astrology. So in astrology, those karmic beliefs are buried in your chart, in your natal chart, especially the placement of Pluto and its polarity point in your nodal axis, the south node and north node. So if we look at Pluto, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, so it represents all the unconscious stuff that people don't talk about, people never want to face, all that like dirt or stuff that we sweep under the carpet, even though like we don't see them in front of us, but we act out of that state because it's always there, it's still under the carpet. So in order to work on your karma, you gotta clean everything that under that carpet. So Pluto represents all that unconscious trash we hold on to, or distorted belief we hold on to. So just knowing your Pluto placement gives you so much clarity. It's like, oh, I brought this karmic beliefs, certain distorted beliefs to this lifetime, or I adapted certain distorted beliefs early childhood of this lifetime. I need to work on that. I need to dissolve that belief so I can have a more peaceful, joyful, happy life. So that's the first thing you look at, the disempowered part of your life, usually represented by Pluto. And the second is your south node, like which house your south node is placed in and what sign rules it. So let's say my south node is in the 9th house ruled by Leo. So how I was raised is, like I said, I was raised in a Muslim family, and my parents taught me that our God is the highest God, and everyone else believing in the wrong thing. And we have like the first pass to the heaven, and everyone else gonna go to hell and go through their karma until they prove themselves innocent, then go to heaven. So like I was always taught this supreme, like, oh, Muslims are supreme than everyone else, the other different belief system. And like that's the 9th house is all about the higher belief system, religion, philosophy, and dogmas and all that. So I always believed, so south node really represents the lens you look at the world. I think world looks like this, or world works like this. That's like the conditioning of our parents, or the way we raised, or the past life conditionings. I might have, even in my past life, I thought like my belief system is the best or the highest belief system, and everybody else is wrong. So I stick to certain dogmas and never accepted others' opinion or validated or listened to others' opinion. I was believed that I was the right one I was the one with the right belief system. That's kind of represents my past life or early life karma. South Node in the ninth house, ruled by Leo. And my South Node ruler, or our South Node ruler, it represents the way we look at yourself, the way we perceive ourselves. It's funny because the other people look at you, how they perceive you is different than how you look at yourself or perceive yourself. So my South Node ruler, Leo ruler is sun, like Leo is ruled by sun. It's all about like self-expression and being the center of the attention, like, look at me, I'm so great. So my sun in the 11th house. The 11th house is the humanitarian or societal house. And so having that, I always believed, like the way I look at myself or the way I perceive myself, South Node ruler, I supposed to do big things. I supposed to be famous or rich, or somehow I supposed to stand out from the crowd. I supposed to shine in the 11th house sun. So I was dreamed of like getting Oscar. I was learning screenwriting, storytelling. So I always assumed that I was gonna get the Oscar, and then I was gonna be the first minority or not English speaker Oscar winner. Like always dreamed of that, and even it's on my vision board. But at some point, I realized that it was just my perception of myself. Always see myself unique, standing out from everybody else. But the real, so having that karma, you always need to do reality check. What's the reality? So, but the reality never match up. I was always struggling with survival, and you know how like when you're a screenwriter and then you have to do this day job, and then your finance never gets better, and you never write a good script to get famous. So like I was always struggling, and then the reality and my ideal self, the distance was so big. I was just suffering after suffering, and went through like 4 or 5 years of struggling, and then don't even see myself getting even closer to that goal. And see, like the karma is just, it's your belief system and it makes you suffer. So me having attached to that ego-centered goal, or my perception of myself, made me suffer so much. I never lived in the moment. I never enjoyed what I had. I never appreciated what I had because I was always looking at the future and it's supposed to be different, shining. And I was disappointed where I was, never appreciated. So once I accepted, like, hey, that was my perception, I need to work on that belief. And I accept myself for who I am. I accept for myself for where I'm at, what I'm doing. So everything's okay. And then I found this peace in me, the joy, no longer like self-criticism, self-judgment. I might still have some, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So that's how karma plays out in our life, and it is workable. You can solve your karma in this lifetime. It might take you 5 minutes, it might take you a year or two. It requires work, but it doesn't have to be hard as you think of it is. It doesn't take you a lifetime to work on it or solve it. And the last thing you look at in your chart is your North Node ruler. Basically, you're conditioned this way. Now you got to look at the polarity, the opposite point, and you got to integrate that with you. So my South Node ruler, like I said earlier, it's in a 9th house, Leo, all about like I have the highest truths or belief system. I'm better than everyone else, and I'm not open to anyone's opinion, right? Now my North Node in the third house, Gemini, and ruled by Aquarius. So if you know a little bit about astrology, you can probably see the picture here. So Gemini is about collecting information, gathering facts from different sources. And it's not about like sticking to dogma. It's about fact checking. It's like, you say the Muslim is the best belief system, but the Christian says they are the best belief system. Maybe the Buddhist or Hindu or atheist, they're all like different belief systems. Like, so now I need to do fact check. Like, I need to learn about the different belief system, different religions, and I need to align with myself. Or like, I need to respect others' belief system, and I shouldn't think that my belief system is superior to someone else's. And also, like, I need to be more objective, not like emotionally attached to one belief system and discriminate the other. So I'm open to new ideas. Now I'm into like spirituality. Actually, I walked out of Islam and I became atheist. From becoming atheist, there was always like hole in me and I couldn't find any religion. Then I walked into spirituality. So I'm supposed to be open to new information, new ideas, new concepts. That's which I'm living my North Node. So that's how you like resolve your karma from past life or early early childhood conditioning. Oh, I think I forgot to tell you guys how to change the karma in your North Node. So basically, you look at your conditioning or belief system you picked up from your parents, family, culture, and you keep the good ones. You ditch the ones that doesn't resonate or doesn't work for you anymore. Let's say, like I said earlier, I was raised like strict traditional Muslim way, and certain dogmas like the I'm superior to you, like those doesn't serve me anymore. So I need to let go, release that idea. But certain teaching still resonates with me, so I keep them. Let's say Muslims, like I think it's the belief system I have seen the most inclusive. Like there's so many different race, color, gender believes in this belief system, and they just like include each other and they're like family. If I walk up to someone, random stranger, and if they're Muslim and I was like, hey, I'm Muslim too, and then instantly like we're family. I don't know who you are, I know nothing about you, but we have same belief system, so like we're instant family. Like it shouldn't just limit it by the religious belief system, but that should how humans should be. Like, hey, I'm human, you're human too, we're family. Like I gotta like expand that idea, just love everyone as part of myself. That was something useful, like how inclusive that belief system was. So I saw that was useful and I kept it and I expanded like every soul on this planet, including animals, plants, even rocks, all part of me. I'm gonna love them as much as like I love myself. So that was the helpful part, so you can keep it. Then the not so helpful part, like discriminating other belief systems, that's not helpful, so I'm gonna ditch that. That's how you work through your karma. And if you like to know your whole karmic story on your birth chart, reach out to me. I can do detailed reading and give you some pointers how you can utilize it to really live your North Node and really resolve your karma. Like I said, it doesn't have to take a lifetime. It might take you a year or two to resolve all those karmas. So your life becomes so much easier, peaceful, and happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. If this resonates, subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys next